Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. If you guys have been living under a rock, you haven't heard, the Eagles absolutely destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs at a score of 40-22. Patrick Mahomes had his worst game pretty much as a professional, going 21 of 32, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Jalen Hurts, on the other hand, looked absolutely magical. He went 17 of 22, 221, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And Jalen Hurts, say what you want about Jalen Hurts, but statistically, he has played his best games as a pro in both his Super Bowls, man. So Jalen Hurts, it's interesting. You can say what you want about him as his regular season, but when the lights are on, man, that guy shines out, man. I don't even know where to go with this one. This was such a blowout. BC, why don't you take me through this? What were your thoughts on this?
Defense wins championships, man. I mean, shoot, Cooper DeJean, interception return for a touchdown. Just Philly dominated in every single aspect of the game, and that score is very misleading. Most of those 22 points were in garbage time. Let's be honest. Like,
0 at halftime, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the game time of death was second quarter. Like, come on, like that game was done. So it was a great call, and we've been giving Jalen Hurts crap all season. We've been giving, well, at least for me, I've been giving. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name right now. The head coach.
Sirianni?
Yeah, I've been giving Nick Sirianni crap all season. So, but they took all the haters and they flipped it around and they just shot him a big bird. And it's like, all right, now they're Super Bowl champs.
Yep. And the fucking Chiefs play fucking horrendous, bro.
Yeah, they did.
The offensive line couldn't stop the defensive line pass rushing or even tackling the running backs, because I think they only ran the ball like 9 to 10 times in the game. Patrick Mahomes didn't do anything. Obviously, when you don't have your offensive line blocking for you, is tough. But even then, he made some questionable throws that it was just like, dude,
what are you doing?
Like shit. And then the defense for the Chiefs, bro, they were nowhere to be found. That secondary was not playing up. They were playing deep the whole time. And then the times that they would play up, they get bombed on.
Yep.
Yeah. Like the whole time, it was just the Chiefs getting stumped on, bro. Stumped on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to sound cliche in it here, but it is. I think we can finally maybe pump the brakes on this. The Patrick Mahomes, the greatest, all that good stuff. Like it's the same thing. I've been saying it for a little while as well. Is that like he has an absolutely great talent. He is amazing and stuff, but he's still as human, and he came back to earth a little bit on this one. What's that?
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
I don't know, man.
Bad game. He had a bad game.
I don't know. I mean, you could say the same thing. We were just giving Jalen Hurts his praise. Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl has played some of his worst games. Almost every Super Bowl he's been in, he's been almost having his worst games of his entire career of the season. So, I mean, I don't know if it's maybe the pressure or what's getting to him. Tampa Bay did pressure him. Eagles pressured him.
Pass rush, bro.
I don't know if we all know it's a copycat league, so I don't know if that's. What was it 2 years ago? It was put him in a cover 2 safety or something along those lines, and then that's going to stop him. He figured that one out. The pressure, that one's real. That one's real.
That one's real for any great quarterback. If you 100%. Don't give them time to throw, you rush them, they will get out of rhythm, out of sync. And for the Bucs, they were running a 3-4. They had 5. They did literally 1-on-1 for each lineman. With Philly, even more impressive, they only rushed 4. So it's like if you
whole time they didn't even rush 5 once.
Yeah. So it's like if you can make sure your pass rush gets home and your secondary is able to hold tight for 2 or 3 seconds, you can get him. You can get, like, he is not invulnerable. Just, again, like, it's who'd have thought? Have a great pass rush. Don't have your secondary have to cover for 5-6 seconds, and you can win.
Yeah. Dude, that was such a damn domination, man. It was done before it even started.
Belt to rear, man. That's what it was, bro.
All right, so we can that was just domination out there, absolutely, man. And I think the Eagles are for real, and I don't think they're going anywhere either. I think that they are in a fantastic position right now to almost be the new Chiefs. All their stars are pretty much under contract and young. They're paying them as rookies. There's only 1 or 2 guys that they have to consider to even pay. Jalen Hurts is paid. Barkley's paid. They got A.J. Brown, who's paid. They have all the people that Jalen Carter's a rookie. Cooper DeJean is in his second year. He's a rookie as well. Quinion Mitchell, a rookie as well. They're so set up right now that I think it's only 1 to 2 maybe guys that they have to even consider to be able to fix this thing for them, whatever. So they could be around for a long time to come.
And Zach Bond too, like defensive player of the year candidate. That dude that dude's set for a big paycheck if he hasn't already gotten it. So,
No, he's a free agent.
all right, so that's your one guy. That's your one guy you got to bring back.
Oh, they lost.
I think he's going to stick around. To be honest with you, I think he appreciates what Philly had and what Philly's doing. To be honest with you, the guy was like a special teamer pretty much the entire time prior to this point. Now he's balled out, and they allowed him to get to that point. So I think he's going to stick around. To be honest, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
The other thing is that they lost their offensive coordinator, so now you got to find going to run
Kellen Moore, right?
I think the smart move would be to promote internally at that point, just because you have somebody that is familiar with the concepts and the schemes and can kind of add their own wrinkle to it. I feel like that's a lot better than bringing somebody in from the outside that's just going to change up the offense. And instead of evolving it to that next level, they're just going to basically wipe the playbook out. And now you got to get your players in a whole new playbook.
Well, I had a buddy of mine who's an Eagles fan and that I work with, and he was suggesting, why not bring back Doug Peterson? He's available. Bring back Doug Peterson, has him as your OC, or even Frank Reich. Bring back the guys that got you there from the start, you know. And I think all Philly fans or the Eagles fans would be excited about that. I could get down with that. That'd be kind of cool.
You'll have the tush push and the Philly special at the same time. There you go.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be one hell of a Philly special, man.